Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your weekly tarot reading. All right, without further ado, let's jump right into your dominant energy. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. You have here the number 8, and it says here emotional withdrawal. Okay, so this is very similar to the 8 of Cups in tarot. So this is some kind of a young man there in the middle of the ocean. Okay, and he's cleansing and clearing out his emotional energies, his vibration, his aura. Okay, stabilizing his energies, letting something go that he has been emotionally attached to. Again, whether this is related to love, career, finances, friends, family members, loved ones, an acquaintance, whatever situation this is regarding, this is a general reading, but this is some kind of emotional withdrawal from a situation, a person, place, or thing that you have been emotionally tied to or attached to as well. Okay. It's kind of like, you thought that you were going to get one result you expected. You had high expectations. You expected that situation to go one way and it ended up going another way. Therefore, it ended up causing some kind of a disappointment. We're going to see what this is all about. This could be related to your finances. If you see the number 8, 808 or 888 somewhere, or just the number 8, okay, that is an indication there where abundance is headed towards you. You may not see it. Sometimes things have to not work out in one area of your life in order for them to work out in another. Okay, so abundance there, money related matters, infinity, something that is meant for you. Again, the number 8 there is representing something important in your life. Something may have happened on the 8th of the month that will be culminating this week as well. Okay, or you're going to get clarity about it. Let's go ahead and jump into your reading. We're going to be going into your past, present, future position. Who and what is coming towards you? What is in your opportunity, and also what is in your challenge position and how to overcome that challenge. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. For those of you guys who have already been a part of my channel, my journey, you can skip the video from the announcement if you would like to do so by clicking on the video. And for those of you guys who are new, stick around. I do have a brief, quick announcement. A few days ago, or maybe more than a week ago, I had been mentioning to my current subscribers that I had been feeling rather discouraged because a lot of, I had been seeing a drop in views, significant drop in views and likes, and subscribes. Little did I know that the YouTube algorithm has been unsubscribing a lot of my subscribers. So if you think that you are subscribed to my channel, double check to see if you're still subscribed. If not, you can resubscribe. If you're not getting my notifications whenever I post videos, go back to the subscription. To refresh it, you can unsubscribe, then resubscribe, hit the notification bell, and when you hit the notification bell, make sure that you click all, because if you don't click all, then the YouTube algorithm will not notify you. Again, if you want to support the channel, if you are enjoying these readings, which that is the intention here for these readings to help you in some kind of way, comment down below, because the YouTube algorithm has now been shadow banning my videos, my channel, hiding my videos from new subscribers from the feed. If I don't get enough comments, likes, subscribes, then they will not show my video. So again, if you want to support the channel, comment down below. Let me know how this reading is resonating for you. Even if it's just with an emoji, that helps as well. And it doesn't cost you a thing to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, okay, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all so much. All right, let's go and jump in. Now, I see here you could be dealing with the sign of Taurus. It could be Libra for some, Pisces energy, Leo, Aquarius, what else? Whatever sign this is, okay. I am seeing here that there's something related to, let me just pull these up, okay, so that we can get further clarity. Okay, so I see here that with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, for some, this is related to you embarking on this new type of journey where now you have to learn how to embody the energy of this Empress, which is self-love, self-care, taking care of you, all the love, the energy that you've been giving out to a person, to a project, to a place, to a thing that hasn't worked out, you have to now bring it back to you and nurture yourself. Because the Empress here, she's very self-nurturing, not only nurturing to others, but she knows how to nurture herself. She actually has to nurture herself because she's a pregnant woman. So this is also an indication where some of you guys might, maybe want to be pregnant, become pregnant, that kind of vibe. But I see here that something is about to bloom and blossom, but you need to care for you right now. You need to pay attention to you. If you've been ignoring your own wants, needs, desires because you've been taking care of the wants, needs of others, it's time for you to take care of you. Then you're going to see something grow, something bloom and blossom. This is also the energies of, learning again how to balance out your feminine and your masculine energies, because you might be very lenient towards you using only your masculine energies, and right now it's time for you to embrace this feminine energy of, being more gentle, more caring, more understanding, not only with yourself, but with others, instead of always, taking action. It's more so of learning how to attract effortlessly, right? Without much effort, just like the feminine energy knows how to do. The feminine energy is a receiver. They're not a giver. The masculine is the giver, right? We're going to see what this is all about. It could also be that you are attracting feminine energy towards you where you can learn from, or they're going to help you grow in some kind of way. It could be a mother figure. You might be becoming a mother. You are a mother, or this is involving some kind of mom or mother situation. Okay, we're going to see when we clarify. You can also let me know in the comments below. We're going to be going into different positions here. So for those of you guys who are new to the channel, again, welcome. The way that the readings work here on my channel is I do general readings. So you take the reading however it resonates for you. Take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. Now also, since I'm going to be going into different positions, for example, this position here, for some, this position might resonate for you in your love life. For others, this position might resonate for you in your career. And this other position might resonate for some of you guys in your family life. This other one, it could resonate for you in your personal life. Whatever area of your life this is pertaining to, you take whatever resonates for you and leave what doesn't. This entire reading could also be just one or two or three or one particular area of your life. Okay, so again, you take whatever resonates for you. Now, in your challenge position, you have here the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So part of the challenge is having to deal with a situation where somebody here is either breadcrumbing you, or you're not getting the accolades, the appreciation that you thought you were going to get, or the attention, or something here where, I'll give you a brief example. Of course, you take it however resonates for you. Let's say, for example, you're working for a company and you've been putting in a lot of work you've been putting in a lot of effort into the situation because you want to get that bonus, or you want to get that higher level up position. You want to level up in the company. And so you give it your all. You know that you've done everything that you ever, everything that you needed to do, right, to get to that place. You even, went above and beyond. And then at the end of the month, the boss comes in and he gives that higher level position, that bonus, to somebody else. And so you're like, what a bummer. Like disappointment. You put in all this work, all this effort for what? Don't worry, don't panic, because what this is saying is that wasn't meant for you. So don't grow resentful. There is no need to feel resentful, even though it's human nature to feel that way initially. But try to think more wisely about it, because there's a different opportunity that is the one that's meant for you, that's going to be more effortless. This is teaching you how to create abundance, create love, bring in love more effortlessly. If this is a love connection and you've given it your all, and then that person ended up rejecting you, or that person ended up moving on, or letting you go, or choosing someone else, or something else, whatever, it wasn't meant for you. It's not meant for you. So don't grow resentful. There's something better for you out there where you don't have to push so hard to prove yourself to be worthy. You should just feel that you are worthy of receiving, okay, whatever it is that you want, so that you don't always feel like you have to be in your masculine energy, right? taking action to get what you need, taking action, taking action. This is a time for you to reflect on how you did things, how you can do things better without expending too much of your time, energy, effort. And also to think through, why were you doing this? What was the intention, right? Were you doing this for ego purposes, or were you doing this because you really wanted to satisfy something within you, right? Ask yourself those deeper questions about why were you pursuing, or why are you pursuing whatever it is that you're pursuing that you feel right now like it's causing some kind of disappointment. For some, there's some kind of sense of regret, some kind of sense of, well, I guess it didn't work out, you know, nothing's meant for me anyway, right? Don't go that direction. There's still 2 cups right on the side of this man, and these opportunities are meant for him. He doesn't even have to try hard. These opportunities are literally being offered to this man, okay? But he might be thinking about what didn't work out, why it didn't work out, right? In disappointment, pessimism, don't go into pessimism. This is also some kind of an indication where some of you guys might be so addicted to working so hard for something to get it that when something comes more easily to you, you don't see it as valuable. You don't see the value in it. And there's a shift in mindset that you have to kind of, start doing on yourself, because I see here that things are changing. Things are kind of changing, because for others of you, this could also be where perhaps some of you guys were rejected as a child, okay? And you keep going for things, people, situations that end up rejecting you, right? Because there's that trauma from the past that may need to be healed. And that's the reason why some of you guys feel like if it's not difficult, if it's not looking like it's impossible to get, then it's not worth my time. And that's not how things are anymore. Okay. Now I'm also seeing here that you might think that you don't have any other option. You might be thinking like, well, I don't have any other options. I guess I'm stuck here. That's not true. I see here that the universe is trying to show you that you have more than this option that perhaps is disappointing you. But because you're so fixated on wanting that one, it's almost like, like when it's like that saying where you want what you can't have. Ask yourself, are you in that energy where you only want what you think you can't have? Because if you're in that mindset, there's something here that you need to resolve within you. Okay, let's see what this is all about. You can also let me know in the comments below. Is this happening in your career, finances, friends, relationships? This could also be a person, like I said, who is either breadcrumbing you, owes you money. For others of you guys, you've been giving a lot to the situation, to this connection, to this job, whatever that is. And this person keeps kind of like dangling that carrot in front of you, kind of like giving you the illusion of, yeah, we're going to do this together. I'm going to do this with you. It's going to happen. And you know that it's not, or maybe you already have gotten the disappointment. You have here also the number 4. If you see number 4, 444, 404, Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. It might be a little bit difficult for you to be fearless and bold right now, of course, because you're feeling a little bit sensitive, right? Some of you guys might be withdrawing emotionally and you're like, God, fearless and bold, yeah, right? But right now, that's what you need to do. You need to be fearless and bold, even if you don't show up as aggressive. When I say be fearless and bold, I don't mean be mean, be aggressive. No, there's nothing related to being mean and aggressive. I mean, look at that cute little badger. He's wearing these cute little, what are those, daisies, okay, on his head, surrounded by daisies. He looks cute and fuzzy. He totally looks unintimidating, right? He looks very safe to be around, like a cute little animal. But little do you know that this little guy is fearless and bold, okay? So be that badger. It's like, it doesn't mean that you have to come across as aggressive, utilizing your masculine energy all the time, shouting, yelling, taking action. No, this is all about gentle strength, right? Again, this gentle strength with the representation of the Empress, that's the gentleness part of you, the divine feminine. And then, you kind of know that you have still that masculine energy in you where you're fearless and you're bold. Okay, so it's a balance here, and I feel like this keeps coming up in your readings for some reason. It's like it's kind of like you're working through this right now. You're working through creating balance within the feminine and the masculine energies in your life. You might be very masculine in your approach to where you're pushing away things, people, situations, and you're thinking, God, but I gave it my all, but I tried my best. And it's like, no, you need to learn how to balance out those energies. It's not about aggression. It's not about action, action, action. You can still win, be fearless and bold without being so loud or aggressive or in your masculine energy all the time. Let me know in the comments below how this all resonates for you. Is this happening in your career, love life, personal life, relationships? Are you going through these changes within you? Okay, whatever that is. Let me now see, in your recent past, you have the King of Swords, the Sun, the Moon. This also could be related to Pisces or Leo. Doesn't have to be, whatever other sign this is. I see that in the recent past, you were very much so, again, very masculine in your energy. You were very logical. So I see here that in the recent past, you were in your masculine energy. You were in that energy of the King of Swords. I see here that because you embarking on this journey of, okay, let me explore the situation, but without wearing my heart on my sleeve because of something that happened in the past, I see that you got a lot from it. Okay, because you were able to manifest what you wanted by being in your masculine energy, whether it was a lot of money that you got by being in your masculine energy, or a relationship that you got that you really wanted. It made you very happy. And so because you have that experience, right now you're thinking that that same energy that you took on in the past is the energy that you should be still hanging on to in order to get what you want in the now present moment. However, that's changing. Okay, I see here that also in the recent past, yeah, I feel like you suppress a lot of emotions. You did a lot of suppressing. There was this energy here where you felt very emotional, but you kept pushing those emotions down. And so by doing that, I see here that you were not realizing that those suppressed emotions at some point have to come up. And I feel like those emotions are coming up now, where it might be making you feel a little bit disconcerted, and you may be a little bit confused as to why you're feeling this way, but it's because something that you suppressed, whether it was a desires, emotions in the past, in order to, navigate through life. Because sometimes you encounter experiences and situations that require you to detach, right? Emotionally detach from situations in order to survive through that either connection, that job, that experience, whatever it is. And I feel like that was it for you in the recent past. In order for you to survive this, a relationship, a job, a career, you literally had to be in your masculine energy. Otherwise, you were going to get walked all over if you at some point you felt, right, your feminine energy. And so because you have that energy there of memory, right? It's like you have that memory there. You're not realizing that there were a lot of suppressed emotions. Okay, something here that you ended up hiding, you ended up keeping away from yourself. You suppress something inside of you in order to navigate through this journey. Okay, now you also have here whale spirit in the recent past with the number 65. So how does the number 65 resonate for you? Also, that is equal to the number 11. If you see the number 1111, that is an indication there where in the past I see here that you did trust in a great mystery. Whale spirit, trust the great mystery. I see that even though, it's almost as if you are navigating the situation, not really knowing what was in it for you, but you still went in it because you were like, okay, you know what? As long as I detach from it emotionally, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'll have fun. I'll have the experience. I'll learn things either from a job, connection, situation, whatever this is. Okay. You were getting involved in on, and you were like, okay, I'm just going to give it a go because for as long as my heart is, you know, blocked off, it's safe. It's in a safe space. It's in a safe territory. Okay, now let me know how whale spirit resonates for you in the past. Now, in your present moment here, you have the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So right now, yeah, I told you, you're doing a lot of healing. See, those suppressed emotions, at some point, they will come up. It doesn't matter for how long you suppress them. Okay, since you were a child or recently, they're going to come up eventually. I feel like they're coming up right now. And so now you have to be honest with yourself, right? Right now, I see that you're doing a lot of healing for a lot of you guys. Congratulations, you're getting through it. You're becoming stronger. You are allowing your vulnerabilities to be exposed. You're being honest with yourself about situations. You're cutting off, you know, BS that perhaps kept you stuck in situations that weren't really satisfying you. Maybe they were satisfying a part of you, like your ego. Your ego kept telling you, nope, you can't open up your heart. Nope, you can't give your heart away, right? And maybe, like, logically speaking, it was like satisfying you, like, yep, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing, because the ego kept telling you, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Close off your heart. Close off your heart. But right now, I feel like those emotions are coming up and you're healing them. You're finally healing them. You're finally transforming them. You're finally placing you as a priority, okay? The wholeness of you, not just those little parts of you, okay? I see here that right now, some of you guys are getting ready to put yourself out there, whether it's out in the dating scene, whether it's you have a project that you want to share with the world, whether you have something to share with the world, or whether you want to be a celebrity or something of, you know, being in the limelight. Okay, you have stardom here, the Star. You could be around celebrities. You might be a celebrity, some of you guys, that kind of vibe, because you're doing a lot of healing, right? I see here that a person here who didn't really appreciate or hasn't been appreciating you, I see that they soon will be, because you're going to see that they're going to have competition. I see that that person's going to feel like, oh my God, there's competition around you, right? They're going to start prioritizing you. For some of you guys, you're just prioritizing yourself because you haven't made the whole of you a priority. I see here that some kind of truth is going to be revealed. Something's going to come out into the open, and or you're finally going to be honest with yourself about the situation. For others, you have such mental clarity that now you're no longer allowing people, situations, circumstances that drain your energy to stay in your life, okay? I'm also seeing here that with the Two of Pentacles, there's some kind of decision that you need to make. Somebody here might be juggling two things, two people, two situations, and or it could also be the fact that you're trying to do too much at once, and you have to make a decision and prioritize, okay? You can't do it all at once because it will lead you to burnout. Okay, now I'm also seeing here that with the number 27, how does the number 27 resonate for you? 789, there's success here, starting right now. Fox Spirit, think on your feet. This is going to require, it's a situation that you're going through right now that you have to make a decision, okay, on, and it's going to require you to think quickly. You can't sit there with the Two of Pentacles, undecided. Oh, I'm not sure which way to go. I'm not sure what to do, what to choose. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I choose this or that? This is going to require you to think quickly on your feet, because these opportunities for success are coming in quickly. But as soon as they come in, you either run through that door or it's about to close. So there's something here that is teaching you how to think on your feet. Okay, how to think quickly. It's like you have to be 10 steps ahead of that person, 10 steps ahead of the game, right? Before that door of opportunity closes up for you. So Fox Spirit, right now is a time to make quick decisions, think on your feet, and not stay there too long, okay? And like overthinking. I feel like your gut instinct already knows what you have to do, because look at that, you have truth. As long as you are honest with yourself about the situation, you're going to be able to make a quick decision. Just be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, okay, If I wasn't afraid, what would I do? If fear wasn't a problem, what would I do? Done. Decision made, right? That's how quick you have to start thinking, because this is going to require you to take quick action. Now, I'm also seeing here that in the near future, you have the number 37. How does the number 37 resonate for you? It could be a Leo that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be, but lion spirit, be generous of spirit in the near future with the number 37, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something here might be ending in the near future, coming to an end. But I see here that there's a 10 of Pentacles, a 4 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. For some of you guys, you're ending one connection, relationship, and going into another. For others of you, you are graduating from a place, or it could also be that it's like a rite of passage. You're finally done and over with a situation, and you're like, okay, I learned what I had to learn. I gave what I had to give. You know, now it's a time for celebration. I see here that there's going to be an opportunity for you to become very abundant. It could also be a business partnership. It could be generational wealth, a situation there. Somebody, however, is going to get triggered in the near future. Okay, either somebody's going to trigger you, coming in, rushing in with some kind of information. Be generous of spirit. Okay, that's what it's indicating. If this person comes in to trigger you, don't get triggered. Be generous of spirit. Okay, I see a lot of money, abundance, also an opportunity to connect at a deeper level with somebody, to start a business. It could also be some kind of a business partnership for others. It can also be a marriage potential, marriage relationship, that kind of vibe. In your opportunity, you have here the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. So coming towards you as part of your opportunity, you're going to end up celebrating if you don't allow this conflict to be the center of your world. I see here that there are people that are going to try to compete for you, compete for your attention. For some, if this is a third-party situation, you already know the truth, but you need to cut off that blindfold of denial. Stop acting like a victim. I'm sorry to be so straightforward, but this 8 of Swords energy is telling you, if you feel like there's a lot of drama around you all the time, okay, and you're like, oh my God, why is my life just such a drama? I'm not saying that it's not, but I am saying that you might have a blindfold on. Somebody here is either acting like a victim. This may not be you. This may be somebody around you that is acting like a victim, you know, putting on that blindfold. You're finally going to have the chance right now to take off that blindfold of denial if you want to free yourself from conflict, from drama, whether it's internal conflict or whether it's external conflict with people around you, situations that are very dramatic around you, people trying to compete for your attention or that want to be in competition with you, that are always trying to compete with you, right? For some, it could also be people that are jealous of you, that are gossiping, that kind of vibe. And I'm seeing here that you can end up celebrating if you just are honest with yourself about the situation, right? Because I see that you're already feeling rather uncomfortable, but you have knowledge. You have the wisdom within you. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. You're going to have an opportunity to turn this knowledge that you have into wisdom, and you can either share it with the world. This can become your new passion. Okay, this can become your new job, your new career, something here where you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skill in this situation, and you can make it work for you. Like, say, for example, if you're very skilled at something, but right now you're thinking, no, but there's too much competition out there. You know, those people know more than I do. No, you need to believe in yourself. You're going to end up celebrating if you believe in yourself. The knowledge that only you have, no one else has, right? The skills that you possess, that you were born with, no one else has. You were born with them. So this is saying utilize that so that you can get something that you want, whether it's money that you want, if you want to start a new business, if you have an idea to invest in something. This can also be some kind of a relationship, turning knowledge into wisdom. You can teach somebody something through that knowledge that you have. Wolf spirit, the number 67. How does that resonate for you? Let's go ahead and dive into your clarification. So let's start clarifying the Empress with emotional withdrawal. What is this all about? Emotional withdrawal and the Empress. You have here the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, as well as the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, I see that right now there's some kind of energy where it might be difficult to avoid conflict, okay? But try to not burn bridges, because what the Three of Pentacles is saying is try to negotiate. Sure, you don't have to be best friends. You don't have to get along forever and ever and ever. But as long as you mediate the situation, you're going to be able to get what you want out of it by not burning bridges. Okay, now I'm also seeing here that somebody here or a group of people are going to gravitate towards you, be attracted to you, because you're going to start recognizing your skills, your value, how you do things differently than anybody else, what you bring to the table. If you those noises. Okay, sorry about the noise. If you ended up becoming disappointed because you worked really hard for something and it was not given to you, whether love, career-related matters, finances, a position in your life, appreciation, accolades, whatever this is, it was given to somebody else, okay? You're going to get another chance, okay? Through a different situation where these people are automatically, by you not doing anything, they're going to gravitate towards you and offer you more than what that other situation could have possibly ever offered you. This is the situation here that is an opportunity. It's going to become an opportunity for you, okay? I'm seeing here that also somebody here that did not value you, they're going to come in and offer you everything once they see that there's competition, that, you know, that there's other offers around you. I'm seeing here that also with the Queen of Swords, be very smart about these offers. You know, this is all about utilizing your mind, right? Your mental skills, but at the same time, utilizing your intuition to guide your way forward, because you're going to be getting a huge offer. Like I said, if you feel rejected, if you feel like disappointed, something didn't work out for you, a relationship, a love connection, friendship, career, project, whatever this is, that, again, Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal that you're needing to emotionally withdraw from, it wasn't meant for you. It's not meant for you. There's something way better. Look at that. The Ace of Pentacles, you guys. I mean, look at the size of that pentacle. This is commitment for some. This is making it official. This is long-term success, long-term abundance, a lot of money coming in. But you might be sitting there worried, oh no, but no, I wanted this one instead. Look up. Look up again. Look to the other side. There are new doors that are opening up for you. You know, this is when you have to, yes, heal those emotions, do the healing. I'm not saying don't do the healing, but also utilize your mind, okay, in order to realize that there's something better for you out there, because there is. It's coming in to offer you way more than you could possibly have ever imagined. Let's go and see what this is all pertaining to. Dancing in passion, or for those of you guys in a romantic situation, dancing in love. If this is some kind of a passion that's coming in towards you, or somebody offering you something that's going to make you feel inspired, it says here, surrender to the cadence of this opportunity and allow it to inspire you. Okay, so for some of you guys, surrendering isn't easy, right? Surrendering to something or someone or a situation, because again, I told you, if you're trying to control the situation, you're trying to control the person, the outcome, the relationship, the career, the business, whatever this is, release control. Right now is a time to release control, to surrender, because there's something here that's coming in to offer you more inspiration than by you controlling that other situation, right? So release control, because there's something here that's going to allow you to really dive into your passion, okay? If this is love, dancing in love, somebody here needs to surrender to their soul, allowing yourself to love, allowing yourself to feel. And if somebody around you has been very closed off emotionally, this person will be surrendering to the cadence of your soul, and they're going to allow you, okay, in their lives, and they're going to allow themselves to love you back. Dancing in love. Let's go ahead and now clarify your present energies. You have here the Page of Swords and Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Look at all these offers. I'm telling you, whatever didn't work out or hasn't worked out, and look what's at the bottom of this deck. It wasn't meant for you. If you see a bee, or if you've been seeing a lot of bees, it says here, bee spirit, sweet results await. Sweet results await after all the hard work. The bee is a worker bee, right? This is the worker bee. If you've been putting in all the work and all the effort and you're like, I didn't get what I wanted. I thought it was going to go in this direction and it ended up going in that direction. Don't you worry. The universe knows that you're a little worker bee, that you've been putting in all the work, all the effort, and soon you will see sweet results. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and go into these. Okay, so I see here that something else is coming in to offer you inspiration, motivation. It could also be new love, an opportunity for new love. You're going to be meeting a brand new person who's going to come in to sweep you off your feet, wanting to get to know you, romantic love, real, genuine feelings and emotions, that kind of vibe, new love. I see that at first you're going to be a little bit weary because of your past experiences, so ask some questions, get some information. There might be some spying going on, some researching going on. Wait for information to come in. But for sure, you're going to be offered this beautiful cup of love, of healing. This is also the hand of the universe extending out to you to offer you more of the things that you love, whether it's money that you love, whether it's a connection that you really want, more of the things that you love, okay? And it could also be a brand new connection coming in, that you're about to meet somebody new, romantic love. For others, this is an offer. It could be a job offer, career offer that's going to invigorate you, inspire you, making you feel alive again, being more creative, that kind of vibe, okay? It could also be an apology for somebody apologizing. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, when this comes in, don't ignore it, because the universe is saying, hey, wake up. This is a wake-up call. You might be sitting in pessimism, right? Kind of like thinking, oh, nothing ever works out for you. But again, this is all about looking up again, being grateful for what you do have, because the universe is coming in to offer you something that you never even imagined. It's going to be better than what you ever could ever imagine. Okay? Again, you're getting so many aces, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to get money offers, love offers, creative offers, career job offers, all kinds of offers. Okay, this is amazing. Now let's go ahead and see further into this. What is this all about? Illusion. Is this you or is this somebody else? Somebody stuck in an illusion. Somebody is lying to themselves, stuck in an illusion, and that illusion is holding them back from seeing the truth, unable to see the reality. Are you stuck in an illusion? Are you putting a blindfold over your eyes like this woman here and saying, oh no, but I have to stay in this job that you don't like because who knows, because of this, that, or whatever, right? It pays your bills. Okay, that's fine. We get it. You're being intelligent and smart about it. But while you're there, if you know that you're meant for something bigger because you have the knowledge and the skills to turn that into wisdom, some kind of other passion project, you can start working on that as well on the side. For others of you guys, if this is a relationship with a person or a situation here that is breadcrumbing you, and are you stuck in an illusion of the potential of this person? Because sometimes people stay stuck in illusions and say to themselves, well, I've been with this person for 5 years and I believe that they're going to improve their behavior even though they keep lying. I believe that this person is going to do better even though they're not doing any better. They haven't done any better. But you're stuck with that illusion, right? And this is telling you, take off that blindfold of denial and see them for who they really are. There's going to be an opportunity for you to see this person, see this job, this situation, this family member, friend, whatever it is, for who they really are. Somebody might be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This person might be trying to lie to you. They might be trying to be deceiving, deceptive. Watch out for scammers. Do not fall for scammers. There's a lot of that stuff going on out there. Okay, if you sense that something is off, it's because it is. So take off that blindfold of denial and see the truth for what it is. It could also be that somebody around you is wearing that false blindfold of an illusion, and they might be, kind of lying to you, okay, and trying for you to live that illusion out with them. so that they don't heal. Sometimes people stay stuck in those toxic situations and they make you a part of their toxic kind of life because they convince you that they're unhealed, they can never be healed, and therefore you're always their savior and their rescuer. That's not the case. Okay. Now we're going to be going into the extended reading. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.